Good morning dear students of class 7. Welcome to online class from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bajar, Gorakhpur. Student, I am a science teacher. Student, as you know, the chapter physical and chemical changes is under process, and under this chapter, my previous topic, what I have explained was that the common examples in our daily life. Just for example, rusting I have explained in my previous topic. So furthermore, the next topic under this chapter, physical and chemical change, is about the ship, case of ship. In my previous video, I will explain you what is rusting, how it took place, and what are the preventive methods so that we can prevent the iron from getting rusting. My next example from the topic chemical reactions in everyday life is the case of ship, decay of organic substance, and cooking of food. So let us explain these three topics today, student. Let's explain these three subtopics under the topic chemical reactions in everyday life. Chemical reactions in everyday life. This is the topic, and the subtopic is about the ship, the case of ship. So student, ships are made of iron and a part of it remains. So ship, you know very well that in ship most its part remains underwater. Okay, always dipped in water. So ships are made up of iron and a part of it always remains under sea water. Even one part above the water also. Here one part above the water and the other part dipped in the water. Even one part above the water also. Water drops keep clinging on the ship outer surface. See, so while it is dipped in water, water is regularly in contact with that iron substance, iron particles that from which the ship is made. So sea water contains salt. You know very well that sea water is salty water, it contains salt in it. Sea water contains salt which makes the process of rusting faster, and salt helps in rusting very faster. Rusting takes place very faster if the water is saline, if the water is salty, and the sea water is salty. So the condition arises that there is a possibility of getting rusting very fast. So sea water contains salt which makes the process of rusting faster. Thus ships are damaged from rusting in spite of being painted. And if the ship is not painted, in spite of painting, though it is painted, then also there is a lot of possibility that the ship will get rust soon. In spite of though it is painted, then also the possibility is more of being rusty because of it is direct and always contact with the saline water of the sea. So damage is so much that the fraction of ship iron has been replaced every year, and this damage takes place, and so every year the part of that ship is again renewed, changed, and a new iron plate is used there. Okay, students, so you can see there is a huge loss of iron every year under such conditions. So this causes a lot of economic loss, that the big ships, every year they are just, the rusted iron is removed and a fresh iron body is made. So a lot of money is wasted in doing so. So this is the, you can say, poor bad effects of the rusting of iron. Next one, decay of organic substance. Decay of, and so what? This here you can see it is a example of chemical reactions which the ship body part is being damaged by rusting every year. Here you have seen it is a chemical reactions. Next student, my subtopic is decay of organic substance. Next my subtopic is decay of organic substance. What do you mean by organic? The remaining of the living creatures, living things, just like the vegetable peels, the leftover food, the harvested plants, the remaining of the harvested plants. Okay, students, the dead organisms like animals or plant bodies, these are all the organic substances which get decayed and decomposed by the decomposers. They destroy them, they decompose them. So this decomposing or decaying of organic substances is an example of chemical reaction is happening there. So student, decay of organic substances. Food decays due to chemical reactions. Food decays due to chemical reactions. Brought by which? What type of organisms? Brought by the decomposers, which is a microorganisms. So food decays due to the chemical reactions brought by microorganisms. Example of these microorganisms are fungi and bacteria. These organisms produce enzymes, such type of digestive enzyme, which break that organic substances, that waste organic compounds into simpler substances. While decay results in food spoilage, during decay that food gets spoiled. It is not always bad reactions. If decay would not occur, it is not always bad reactions. It is bad reaction that when the good food is kept for further to be take as a food to consume, and they have spoiled. Suppose that mother has cooked much vegetables, so that in the evening also, by just heating it, by just we can consume it. But before to consume, when mother in the evening time, she take out the vegetables so that to fry again or heat it, so that we can consume it, eat it, she found a smell is coming out from that vegetables. That means that vegetables have spoiled. This was not the waste material. This was the food which was kept for further consuming. Same way, the milk which was, if you have got no refrigerator at a house, you have boiled the milk for one time in the morning and you have kept that in the evening time we will consume it, and in the evening you found that in the hot climatic conditions that water has showered, that milk has soured and it is no more to be consumed. This is what the loss of milk, and this is not the waste material. So few waste materials are decomposed and few such materials that are kept for the furthermost consuming, they are also get destroyed by this organic microorganisms, okay, under such conditions. So while decay results in food spoilage, it is not always bad reactions. So this is the bad reactions, and further few things are good reactions. That if you have thrown any waste materials of just vegetable peels or any plants or any dead bodies there of any bird or any creature, small creatures, if this decomposer would not have decomposed these substances, then they would create a great environmental hazard. Okay, so that's why it is beneficial for this for our environment that these microorganisms decompose those dead organisms and clear the environment. So if decay would not occur, then dead plants and animals would pollute the environment, and the nutrient removed from the earth by the plant would not be returned to soil. So here in this condition, what such microorganisms is beneficial because they are destroying those dead organisms which is remaining there. If they would have not decomposed it, it would have remained there and create such a pollution in the environment, disease in the environment would have spread. So thanks to those microorganisms, because they are consuming and decaying and destroying those dead organisms and making the environment clean. That's why it is told it is not always harmful, it is sometimes beneficial also. So here, this is also an example of chemical reactions. Now student, next subtopic is cooking of food. So student, you know very well that in the kitchen when your mother cooks food, just like says preparing tea or rice or dal or chapati or vegetables. So whatever the things is cooked in your house kitchen, in everything, the reactions that is happening is called the chemical reactions, because you know very well, suppose that vegetables has been cooked. Could you convert the vegetables, raw vegetables again back to its previous form? No. Pulses, dal has been prepared. Could you return back that dal into its previous form? No. Chapati has prepared. Could you return back those chapatis back to its previous flour form? No. Rice has prepared. Could you change back the rice in its previous form? No. So you see, you have seen student that all the things which is prepared in the kitchen, it can't be changed back to its previous form. Just like mother has kept the milk for curdling, could the curd, after curdling, the milk has changed in curd, could the curd be changed back to its milk form, student? No. So what you see, that all the activities which is done in the kitchen where your mothers cook the food, so cooking food, all the activities which are included in the cooking food, that all takes place the chemical reactions in which the product which is formed after cooking can't be changed back to its previous form. So this is also an example of chemical reactions in our daily life. Okay students, just like cooking of food, The common examples of chemical changes is cooking. We prepare food with heat. When we cook food, arrangements of atom changes. The nutrients contained in raw food breaks down into smaller molecules when heated. Cooking food is an irreversible change, and we certainly cannot get back the raw potato from potato sabji. Thus, we see that in all the chemical reactions discussed above, new substances are formed. So, whatever the reactions I have, examples I have given, okay, the rusting of iron in the previous day I have explained, the case of ship, which the body part get rusted, here also chemical reactions, decay of organic substances, here also chemical reactions took place. While cooking food, there is also chemical reactions taking place. So, students, today I have explained about the chemical reactions in everyday life. One example that I have already explained, that is the rusting. The second, the case of ship. The third, decaying of organic substance, and the fourth, cooking of food. So, student, I have completed the explaining of subtopic of the chemical reactions in everyday life. Hope so, student, you have understood the topic. Please listen the video carefully and try to clear the concept. Meet you in the next class with a new video. Thank you, student. Have a nice day.